I had refreshments for us, but Joel took it away.
Yeah, and that's because of the thing. We've had these bottles of water since the grand opening, which the grand opening was when?
Go ahead, Tim. Say it's no problem, right?
No,
Say it. No problem. It's water.
It's water? It's water in a bottle.
He has there's a date on it.
There's an expiration
There's
date.
an expiration date, which we're past, but it's still water. And this guy is going out of his mind.
Talk about it. Past about 2 years.
Look now, this is a common conversation at my household. All right. So my wife is at the sink pouring out a half a quart or whatever of good whole milk.
Oh, no, that's done.
I'm like, why are you pouring the milk out? She said, today's the expiration date.
Exactly.
I'm like, no, that is a suggestion.
I said, it's not a suggestion.
Did you taste it?
The expiration date is there for a reason. Once it hits that date, it's down the sink. It goes back into the ether of the world.
No, that is for retailers to have an inventory control.
Are you saying the man is keeping you from your milk by putting expiration date on it?
Yes.
No.
See, I on the other hand, I will taste a little bit. Because see, if you smell the opening, it's always sour.
I think the true test is just pour it in your coffee. If it floats to the top,
No, I just take me a swig of it. I'm like, hey, cereal, here we go.
And it's penicillin too. It's regardless, it's good stuff.
You get both.
Right.
No.
But
it's water, man.
It may not necessarily stink, but if you look down at the milk, you'll see there's like a separation. There's like a white thick stuff. No,
man,
it's
if you got
trying
milk
to curd.
in your refrigerator that's at that point, you don't drink enough milk.
Actually, honestly, I don't drink milk anymore. I stopped drinking milk along with other things.
Oh my God, that goes completely against our wellness program. I'm going to need you to pick that back up again.
No, you got to take vitamin D separately. My doctor, he said, Joel, how old are you? And I'm like, well, I'm in my 40s. Well, why is that?
Rude.
And he was like, you're not a baby anymore. You don't have to drink milk. I'm like, oh, okay.
Fire that doctor.
Well, do you eat cereal? Well, what else am I going to have with my cookies every night?
No, you got to get that almond milk or that other stuff. What is that other stuff?
Here we go.
Organic milk. Don't give me that face, Jamie. The stuff tastes delicious.
That is not real milk, and unless you're lactose intolerant,
that's another thing. It's non-lactose almond milk of some sort.
This is a podcast for another time when we are by ourselves. I want to know how you milk an almond. I'm just saying.
I think you crush them bad boys.
So right there, that tells me I do not need to drink that because it is not real. It's made up at that point.
God put cows on this earth, and we tried to find every other way of making milk from almonds.
Hey, I'm all good. I'm all good with the almond milk. It tastes delicious with my cocoa pebbles.
You know where almonds are good at? Really good at. Almond Joy.
Oh, I love those too. I'm not gonna lie.
Now you're eating Cocoa Pebbles too. Like that's terrible for you as well. We'll talk about this wellness initiative. Should I add that? You want to ask me that as a question? What's our wellness initiative here at
Riverfront? Cocoa Pebbles, Almond Joy. Those are my little vices.
Oh gosh, now those are staples.
Yeah, those are you gotta have it.
Stuff.
Take this that Joel and I, neither of us are in a step challenge for this month either. So if that means anything.
Okay. All right, so back to business. Hi, and welcome to The Current, the official podcast of Riverfront Federal Credit Union, where we'll share our insights and experience to help you achieve your financial goals. So sit back, relax, and get ready to dive into The Current. Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode number 5. My name is Joel. I am the Communication Director here at Riverfront. I'm joined by my co-host, Tony. Say hello, Tony.
Hey, guys.
And Tony is our Creative Director, and Tim McLeod, President and CEO of Riverfront. Say hello, Tim.
Hello, Joel.
Hey. Today we have 2 special guests, Jamie, our Chief Operations Officer, and Anthony, our Chief Lending Officer. Anthony, could you tell us about yourself and what you do here at Riverfront? I know we all wear a bunch of different hats, but kind of narrow it down.
So as the Chief Lending Officer, Joel, basically have 2 functions. The first one, obviously, running the lending department, and the second is managing the asset recovery department. And that one, the asset recovery department, a lot of folks ask questions about that. And basically what it is it's the collections part of the operations, as well as the remarketing of assets that have, we either had to collect upon or was returned back to the credit union.
Yeah, that's the part of lending that I don't think anybody really likes. It's a tough job, isn't it?
Very tough.
Very, very
Built
tough.
character. Built a lot of character.
Awesome. And Jamie, your turn. Please introduce yourself and tell us about your role here at Riverfront.
Thanks, Joel. My role here at Riverfront is basically in my title. As Chief Operating Officer, my focus is the products and services that we deliver to the members and the ways in which they need to receive them and desire to receive them. So my primary focus is our members and making sure that they have the products and services that they need and that we're serving them in a way that they're most apt to get those services conveniently and in an easy way.
And everything else that I need her to do to make my life better.
And all of that too. All of that too. Make it happen and fix it. Those are the words that I hear most often.
Awesome. We also have a special guest, Dana. Dana is a guest observer. She's a semi-intern from Ole Valley. She's here for the day. Dana, would you say hello to everyone?
Hi, happy to be here.
Oh, awesome. So Dana's here to listen and observe and see how things work. And, maybe she'll chime in a few times here and there, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you for being here, Dana.
Thank you.
Tim, any words before we get started?
Well, Joel, as I like to say, yes, I do. So really, we're excited to do episode number 5, as we've been doing, talking about the credit union difference, our form of banking, if you will. Mm-hmm. And, we've had Jeff to talk about accounting and some of the things that we do in accounting. And we've had Kevin from Good Life to talk about investment strategies and things of that nature. And we've talked about the credit union difference. So now, moving on into that, I thought it was a real good idea to have Anthony and Jamie come in and talk about the basic level of the lending operation, the deposit operation, and other things that we do in lending and operations, as we will hear both of them talk about. So other than that, as usual, we're going to keep it light and conversational. We're going to keep the shameless plugs to a fair minimum, I think. But there will be one or two, I think, and we'll have fun.
Awesome, Anthony.
Yes.
What kind of products and services do we offer here in lending? Do we do business loans or regular loans, auto loans, home?
You said it.
Yeah, what do we offer? Let me tell you everything we offer. So tell me about those products and services.
Sure. So Joel, we offer pretty much everything that a traditional bank offers. Sometimes folks get confused between, are the products the same? Are they different? But at the end of the day, the products that we offer are very much in line with what a traditional bank offers. So on the consumer side, we have mortgages, auto loans, home equity loans, and credit cards.
So consumer, that's like a non-business person, just for everybody out there that doesn't know the lingo.
That's
Is
correct.
That correct?
Mm-hmm. And then recently, within the past few years, we implemented the commercial loan side. So with that, we offer working capital lines of credit for businesses, investor mortgages for our members that want to purchase a secondary property for rental income. We also offer owner-occupied mortgages for, someone who has an auto body shop and would like to own that building. Business credit cards for businesses that are just starting out, and equipment loans. So, like I said, we pretty much offer the gamut of lending products for everyone within Berks County.
Awesome. So, like, if I own a pizza shop downtown and my oven goes kaput, can I come to Riverfront and say, "Hey, I need a business loan of some type so I can get a new oven or something similar"? Is that something that we could do for them?
Yeah, I wonder about you owning a pizza shop, though.
That's a good one. I like it.
But yes, to answer your question.
I'm asking for a friend.
Okay. So for your friend, Joel, certainly we do offer a that would be like an equipment loan. So
okay.
We want our small businesses to thrive in the county, because when they thrive, the county thrives and it employs people. So we don't want them to be down downtime. And so when they need that piece of equipment, we're there.
Awesome. So if my pizza
Joel.
delivery guy needs a car, I can come to Riverfront and get a business
Auto
vehicle
loan.
auto loan?
Yep.
Awesome.
You can get it wrapped with your name, Joel's Pizza, on it too. We do all that.
Joel, I didn't think that we would have a shameless plug so quick, but if
just-
you are out there and you need a pizza oven, come see us.
Exactly. Joel's Pizza. Soon to come downtown.
Joel's Friends Pizza.
There we go. Actually, Tony, we've always talked about Joel and Tony's, two fat guys pizza.
That's one of the many names. That's one of the safe ones we can talk about at this podcast.
All right. Well, thank you, Anthony.
Absolutely.
We'll come back to it. Jamie, same question. What kind of products and services do we offer throughout the credit union other than lending?
Well, I think Anthony pretty much hit the nail on the head. You'll find that a lot of our products and services mirror those of a traditional bank. So your savings, your checking, your money market, we offer debit cards, certificates of deposit. The vehicles that you're used to finding at other financial institutions, you can find right here at a credit union. And I'm a little biased here, but of course, I think the way that we provide those products and services make us give us the edge over others in Berks.
Huh. So my pizza delivery guy, he can't make it to the branch all the time. Is there any way that he can communicate with Riverfront to take care of his business when he's on the road?
Absolutely. Of course, we want him to have both hands on the wheel as he's driving.
No, when he pulls over.
But when he pulls over, yes, there is a litany of ways in which people can work with the credit union and never have to step foot in a branch.
Yeah.
The way that we once utilized products and services at banks has far evolved to this point. A lot of it prompted over the course of the last couple of years when we were unable to use traditional branches the way that we once did. Electronic services have soared here at Riverfront. You can reach us via telephone. You can talk to us through our online banking channels. And our newest channel, which is now a number of years old, is Riverfront Live. So you can work with us via video chat in real time. And we can actually pass documents to you in a live session on your electronic device, so that you never have to check your email. If you prefer to, we can DocuSign items to you. But in essence, you can engage any product or service with us, and you never have to step foot in a brick and mortar.
So with this Riverfront Live, what you're saying is I can pull over in the parking lot, whip out my phone, and pull up a video chat with a person from Riverfront?
You got it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's very,
That's
very
awesome.
cool.
And if you just need to interact with your account, mobile banking.
Absolutely. Again, we want to make sure that you have access to your products and services at a time that it's convenient for you to get to them. And life doesn't work in an 8 to 5. While you'll find many of us in offices during that time, there's plenty of us that exist outside of those hours and need access to our services outside of the times that traditional branches were once, quote unquote, open.
Oh, cool. So Anthony, do we utilize AI in lending in any way?
We do, Joel. It's an excellent question. And this is where I think the credit union differs from a traditional bank in that we're moving ahead with all this technology that Jamie just talked about. But in the lending side, we implemented something called Zest. And
I'm sorry, you said Zest?
Zest, yes,
Okay.
just like the soap. And but basically what it is, it's a product that overlays on our credit decisioning model. And what it allows, what it does is it picks out over 300 data points on a credit report and is allowing us to make a credit decision instantaneously in a matter of seconds to approve someone that may not have been approved at another institution. Why? Because it's able to read that data on a credit report that a traditional analyst wouldn't be able to do, or if they had to be able to see that, it would take hours. So we're able to do it very quickly, get the approval out the door, and penetrate into those lower credit tiers where, like I said, those folks may not have been able to get a loan prior in the past.
Wow.
And then it also has a machine learning aspect of it in that it learns the data that we do have over, 5 or 6 of the recent years' data that we do have, and it learns from that so that it can make better credit decisions on its own. And what ends up happening is our analysts are able to then focus on those loans that are difficult, maybe larger dollar size and things like that, where we're not taking time away from the loans that can go right through the model.
So you're telling me like it's our own personal chat GPT for lending.
Almost.
Basically, I'm entering information and boom, instantaneously it's saying, yeah, this is good to go. So it's giving us that edge to provide a loan quicker, faster, and easier to our members. Is that what's happening?
Exactly, Joel. It's look, everyone's looking for an instant decision when they apply for a loan.
Nobody wants to wait.
No one wants to wait. So we invested the technology to be able to do that and to be and to respond to those needs. So yes, you just basically enter in some information and boom, you get a credit decision, or it gets sent to an analyst to look at. But we're doing really well with it right now. We just implemented it at the beginning of this year, and we've seen a large increase in those credit applications that are getting approved.
I think there's another side of that too, which is desirable to people. It's a model that defines you're more than just a credit score. Mm-hmm. So it's not just about this looming number on the top of your head. I mean, I think the best part about this type of AI is that it recognizes your propensity to repay, and it takes a look at those types of things so that you're not automatically, as you mentioned, Anthony, denied just because you have a credit score of a certain caliber.
Sure. Yeah.
One other point on that. Over the last several years, if you've read anything in the financial trades or probably even in general news and things of that nature, you hear the term financial inclusion. And we really saw it coming through the pandemic, where even the regulators got involved in trying to figure out better ways to serve more consumers in better ways. And one of the things that always comes up, so I've been doing this for a lot of years, and always looking at it from credit standards. Some of these credit standards have been written decades ago that we still operate by. And one of the things that the industry, and when I say the industry, the financial industry, whoever you may be, has been challenged to figure out a better way to serve more consumers in the best possible light so everybody can have the same opportunity. Now, understandably, if you got really bad credit, the opportunities do change, but barring anything outside of just we can't fix that, it should not mean no. It should mean maybe let's look at it this way, or what other things are in your credit history or in your financial history. So let's focus on the financial history and say what's in your financial history that would support your pay performance. So one of the things that we see in the AI process coming on a little bit stronger these days is, as Anthony mentioned, it looks at a lot of many hundreds of data points that we don't normally look at. I've been lending for over 25 years. I go all the way back to the days when we actually received the credit report via fax, right? And there was no credit score. It was
to carrier pigeon.
I know it, right? I think my mentor back then probably got them by carrier pigeon, but we had a very simple credit report that we went through the several points that said, okay, yes or no, and if the no's outweighed the yes, then it was no. It was just the way it worked. And we still do that, looking at it from a traditional standpoint to some degree. But we have a lot more technology even that drives that without AI.
Right.
Yeah.
And we do make a lot of critical decisions where 10 years ago we possibly wouldn't even make that decision now or then that we would make now. What we're saying here is AI does it, and it looks deeper into things that gives us the opportunity to give more people the opportunity to acquire much needed credit to do the things that they need to do in life.
Yes.
And it does it in a split second.
That's awesome. Now, if that split second tells them no, and it's obvious because of the credit score, that's too low, do we have ways to help people, such as financial counselors? Is that correct? We have trained people that can help you with your credit and build you up.
That's correct.
We do.
And Joel, just the clarification, the model, we turned that aspect off, so it doesn't automatically decline someone. It automatically approves, but the ones that get pushed to an analyst, then is what you just suggested. We'll have them talk to a credit counselor or financial counselor, I should say, or maybe an analyst will take the time to look at it and maybe restructure it in a way that it can be approved. But yeah, there's a lot of alternatives to just saying no. And we try to avoid doing that for our consumers.
Let's talk about financial literacy just for 1 second. We talked about it just about every podcast, I think, just about every episode.
That's what we do.
And it's very important. And I think we said it all the way back at the initial or the episode 1 that one of the primary missions of credit union, any credit union, most credit unions, is to educate their members, our member owners, our consumers.
Yes.
And we feel that is a fundamental aspect of developing that consumer's financial health. And like us, how many do we have now, Jamie? 7, 8?
We and after the next couple months, we'll have upwards of 10 people certified on staff. And we didn't touch on this, but these services are free. Right. These are individuals that are going out into our community. They're not just sitting here at the credit union, but they're going out to community meetings. They're working through community involvements. They're going into local high schools, and they're educating people on financial services and how to be smart when building credit, how to repair your credit if you've fallen on hard times. Financial services is a difficult conversation for a lot of people, and these individuals that we're putting out in Berks and have here in-house are open to any question. It shouldn't be a scary conversation because you can't learn about it unless you ask the question.
Good point.
Exactly.
Good point.
Yes.
And like Jamie said, it's free, and anybody can come. You don't have to be a member. If you want to give us a call and say, hey, I heard you guys do financial counseling, we'll spend a little bit of time with you. And our members will actually pull in credit reports, go over their credit reports with them, help them work out budgets, things of that nature. And it's, again, it's free and very underutilized. And it's not just us. Throughout the industry, there's some now, don't get me wrong, there's some out there, and I'll probably get a call or two. There's some out there that's hitting it out of the park. Literally in finance, they have a department now, or departments now that handle just that. Yeah. But they are in the minority. The majority of credit unions in the industry has a let's just say it, a difficult time in getting their members to come in and sit down for 30 minutes, an hour, and go over everything and get good guidance on what you should be doing next to improve your credit. Because here's the thing. If I have, let's say, middle of the road credit, and Anthony's got stellar credit, and Anthony and I we're good friends. We're alike. We do everything. We do everything alike, except I've gotten behind a time or two, and he did not. What does that mean? It don't make me a slug. What it means is that I have to pay probably 1 or 2 points more in interest than Anthony does. So it costs more out of pocket for me to do the same things that we both are doing together. You follow that analogy there. So if you look at it from a financial standpoint, from a financial well-being, if I have a way to fix my credit, or my standing as my credit worthiness, if you will, and not doing it, I'm leaving money on the table. I'm spending more money for things that I should not have to.
Exactly.
Ran over.
Yeah. So if you're listening to this and you or someone you know needs some type of help, financial counseling or something like that, give us a call. Let us know. We're here for you. We're here for our members, non-members. Hopefully the non-members become members. But yeah, give us a call and we'll help you out. Jamie.
Yes.
So, not that anything we've already said, but what sets us apart from other credit unions in the area?
I'm so glad you asked that question. Riverfront's been in business for 75 years this year, and we have a long-standing history of serving the people in Berks County. And as we mentioned, we're out there offering the same products and services as other financial institutions in Berks are. But we also have a strong community commitment to Berks County. Those of us that work here also live here. Our children attend school here. We worship here. And we want to make Berks a better place. We're committed to that. The demonstration thereof is for the last 3 years running. I'm proud to say that we've received the Reading Eagle Reader's Choice Award. That's something that's voted on by the residents of Berks County, and I think it's a resounding recognition of some of the greater good that we're doing. We go out into the community.
So you said for the last 3 years we've gotten it?
That's correct. 3 years running.
Because Tony said, when did you start working here, Tony?
Oh.
Like
Right around that time.
right around that time.
Ironic. No.
So Tony's trying to say, since he's gotten here, that he's the reason we've gotten the Reader's Choice Award for the last, how many years?
Thank you for bringing that up, Joel.
Well, and I will say this: I think it's not just Tony, but there's certainly a contribution that
Tony has a
Tony's
lot
made.
to do with that, right, Jay?
Okay, now he's just pushing the envelope.
Tony's
He's just
a good
pushing the
guy.
envelope.
Oddly enough, I joined the marketing team full time a month or so before you got here.
Yep.
So
Right.
there's a big
You know
coincidence.
what? I think you and I should open a pizza shop.
Hey, I know a guy that can finance pizza ovens.
That's it. That's
There you
it.
go. So around the same time that myself and Tony joined the marketing team full time, what was that we've gotten, Jamie?
For the last 3 years running, we've been the recipients of the Reading Eagle Reader's Choice. But to both of your points, and I provide a lot of highlight and recognition to the work that we do inside this organization because, we are about 65, 70 employees strong at any given point in time, but we're making a movement. We're in here, we're doing great things to make Berks a better place. And yes, our marketing department is able to put the message out for us, and you guys do a phenomenal job of doing that. But behind the scenes, we've got a whole slew of people working at Riverfront that are out there in the communities. They're volunteering their time. They're helping us raise funds for local not-for-profits. I'm proud to say that all of the funds that we raise go to not-for-profits in Berks County. So the funds we raise are staying here. They're staying here to make a difference right here in Berks.
Jamie, right off the top of your head, do you know how many community-related service organizations that we contribute to?
It's a great question. If I had to guess off the top of my head, we're supporting at least 75 in this area in Berks. And these are, as you mentioned, these are grassroots groups. These are not the national groups that are getting attention on a regular basis. These people, I think you said, they're scratching and they're clawing to try to provide services and to help those that are here in Berks County. And we're proud to be a part of that.
Yes, part of our 75th anniversary celebration, we were doing the 75 gestures, and I think we've gotten way past 75 already. So if you're a local organization that needs a little help and a little bit of funds, if you visit our website, you can find a form where you can ask for a little bit of help. Mm-hmm. That's on our community involvement section of our website. If you look, there's something about our 75th anniversary, and in there you'll find a form where you can fill out and ask for help for yourself or for another organization that you may know of.
One of the bigger ones that we do, something that's very near and dear to me, and when I presented this, 100 years ago when I started working here, Jamie led the charge and put it together for us. And Jamie, you want to talk about it a little bit?
So the timing is appropriate. In October, we primarily focus on the importance of awareness and early detection for breast cancer. And there are a number of people across the nation, not just in Berks County, that are impacted by breast cancer or giving care to a loved one who's currently impacted, recovering, or is a survivor. And in order to provide a highlight and a focus to that, one of the biggest things that we do during the month of October is Riverfront provides free mammograms through a mobile mammography unit. You don't have to be a member to take advantage of it. There's an online form. You can go on our website right now and put through a request for an appointment. On that day, we do approximately 40 to 45 free mammograms for women in Berks County. They're read by a local radiologist through Penn State Health. And they allow people to become aware of the importance of early detection and, of course, their own wellness. In addition to that, we raise funds through a number of events that we have during the month. One of the most popular is our piggy bank auction. Our staff actually take the time to donate their time and decorate piggy banks that we then auction off at the end of the month. Throughout the course of the month, we highlight them on our social media pages. All the proceeds from that go to local not-for-profits for those who are currently impacted by breast cancer. And this year, one of the newer things we're doing, in addition to what we normally offer through sales of T-shirts, customized debit cards, we do a flower sale. We're going to be doing a free community coin counting event. So again, that's free. You don't have to go to the grocery store and pay 10% of whatever coin you're counting to Redners. You can come to Riverfront and we'll count that coin for free. We also ask that while you're here, you consider making a nominal donation to the cause and to those not-for-profits that we're raising funds for during October.
Nice.
That's awesome. That the month of October is always really special. It's really awesome. Actually, we were also doing part of our Cars and Coffee that we do every so many months. Those proceeds are going to be going to the groups that we're sponsoring. That is
Thanks Wig Bank and BCSS.
Yes. Berks Breast Cancer
Breast Cancer Support Services of Berks. Yep.
Yes. So please join us in our Cars and Coffee on October 15th. And you can donate some funds then too as well. Awesome. So that was a lot. Jamie, any final thoughts about Riverfront or anything else that you'd like to share?
I think the most important thing to know about Riverfront and what we're doing here is that if you're looking for a financial institution that's going to listen to you, treat you as an individual, recognize your needs, and then match products and services for those needs, then I encourage you to hook up with us and do it electronically. Pick up your mobile device and request a live session and talk to us today.
Awesome. That's awesome. Anthony, same question.
Sure. The one thing that stands out to me, Joel, is the company, Riverfront, is very family oriented. We do a lot of things together as a team. Recently, we went to see the Reading Phillies as an event for our staff. We do picnics. We have all kinds of outings. We have growth opportunities. So that really sticks out to me since I joined Riverfront, and it continues to get bigger. And I just think that helps with all the community events that we do together.
Yes, we're one big happy family here.
Warts and all.
Actually, Dana, you've been. I forgot about Dana over there. Dana, so you've been listening to us for about good 30, 40 minutes now. What do you think about Riverfront so far? Interesting place?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, but I've never really been able to experience something like this. So just to be welcomed like this and get to know it all very easily is very helpful.
Awesome. Well, when you make your career decisions in marketing or anything like that, come and check us out. We'll go from there.
Yeah.
So Dana, from a high school, Ole Valley, correct?
Yes.
So from a high school perspective, you're a senior?
A senior, yeah.
Okay. So from your perspective, what do you, after listening to this very short, for all intents and purposes, very short introduction into the credit union sphere, what are your initial thoughts as you're sitting there listening to us?
Definitely have to figure out myself financially because I'm not very, I don't know everything that has to do kind of as you get older, you're kind of on your own. And to be able to kind of learn this stuff along the way is very helpful because I think I have no idea what I'm doing right now.
But trust, even older people such as myself have no idea what they're doing. So trust me, but you starting now to learn stuff is very, very good. So we do have financial counselors and stuff.
And Dana, I know a place that you can come to and learn everything you need to learn about basic financial understanding. And I say basic because that's what you need to understand. If you understand the basic in totality, you have the building blocks at that point to do just about anything you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So with that, I will I will thank Dana for being here and putting up with us for this amount of time, having to listen to a bunch of operators talk about what we do. Obviously, I appreciate Jamie and Anthony for coming in and sharing what they do and the depth of what they do, which is they truly, and I can tell you because I work with them every day, they barely scratch the surface of what they do. These two right here are like everybody else, but these two right here run the, as we said with Jeff, which he's the third part, they carry out everything that we do from soup to nuts in this operation. Mm-hmm. And they get it done, and they get it done in a very efficient, professional way. And I would not have anybody else sitting in those two seats, as I said with Jeff, nobody else in his seat either, doing what they do because they get it done.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. Flattery will get you everywhere.
Right. I got a task list for Jamie. She's been on vacation, and I got a whole list of things for her. She might not like me here in a minute.
Well, he caught me in the elevator this morning.
That's funny. Well, to our tens and tens and turning to hundreds and hundreds of listeners, we'd like to thank you for listening. Thank you for spending the time with us. Look out for Tony and Joel's Fat Guys Pizza coming to you soon in the area. But thank you all for listening. And remember, if you want to make your life easier, keep following the current.